Fastest athlete at Lahti Ironman 70.3. Congratulations.
Thanks.
If somebody is looking at the tracker, it says did not finish. How's that?
Yeah, as we discussed in the previous videos, I was competing outside of the race because of my pro license and no pro category this year in Lahti. But yeah, I mean, it did not affect to the race itself, so it was still nice to race, and it was hard as it can be. Even I was racing outside of the actual competition.
We had a discussion before the race. What are your goals? And one of the things was that you said that a good run is something you are searching for in every triathlon race. But before we go there, should we go through the whole race?
Sure. So, as mentioned earlier, I knew that it's going to be a hot race. So the cooling strategy was very important, but still it somehow surprised that how hot it actually was. The day was really warm, and it started already during the swim. So the water was warm, and I'm personally struggling in the hot environments, and especially when swimming with wetsuit in warm water. That's kind of a big challenge for me. So this was unique race in that wise that my kind of body got warm already during the swim, and I felt it already in the T1.
You were thinking about doing the race without the wetsuit, but you still decided to do it with it. Why so?
Yes, we were discussing with a couple of my friends who were also competing that should we actually go without wetsuit, but we thought that we can manage it with wetsuit. But now thinking after the race, we should have gone without. I think because warming up already during the swim, it affected for the whole race. So we were biking the hottest time of the day, so it was not possible to cool down anymore the body during the bike when it got warm already during the swim.
Because you choose to use the wetsuit, did you have to speed down during the swim because you felt that you are getting too hot?
Yes, definitely. So I actually took 3 times water inside my wetsuit during the race. So that warm I felt that I was, and also I completely stopped kicking in the end of the swim to just try to survive to T1. So I mean, it was more kind of just surviving to T1 at certain kind of still keeping the temperature at some manageable level. So definitely it was not racing the swim part.
And then onto the bike.
Yes. So yeah, T1 and beginning of the bike, I felt that my core temperature was high. So I tried to cool down already in T1, trying to spread cold water over me, and also during all the aid stations try to grab water and splash it all over my body and try to drink a lot. I think I somehow managed to keep it in the control during the bike. I dropped around 10 or 15 watts my original target, which was already kind of reduced watts what could be my kind of potential. Even though it was hot, I think the bike went quite well. Of course, I was basically biking all over myself during the whole race.
So the bike split was 2 hours and...
I think it was, yeah, we don't have the official times, but I think it was bit 2:09 or something.
Was the target 300 watts as we discussed
I was
before?
I was thinking 300. I was pushing those straight parts. There are a couple of straight roads where I was pushing around 300 watts and try to keep the head as low as possible. But then average was a bit lower than 290. So there was a couple of sections where I decided that I will take these really easy, and then kind of prepared for the coming parts where I was pushing a bit harder.
Juuso Manninen biked really well. You were actually just a tiny bit faster than him. Were you surprised of his bike split?
Yeah, he did a really good bike. Not really. He's bit. He can get bit lower in the aero position than me, so his aero is bit better than mine, and he was able to. Seems that he is able to manage the hot climate better, and he was able to keep quite good power levels also. So I mean that's good combination. High power numbers with low CDA.
Yes. So after a 29-minute swim, 2 hour 9-minute bike, then it was onto the run.
Yeah. So before the start, I was saying to my coach athlete that remember that there will be a lot of people walking during the run. And when I got to T2, somehow I remember my own words, and I thought that, oh my God, I will be one of them walking there around. So that is how I felt there. So when the bike stopped and all the wind stopped, it was really hot in T2, and I felt that I didn't drink enough during the bike. So the first thing was to just take it easy first kilometers, get energy in, try to cool down with the water in the aid station, the body as much as possible. And then kilometer 3 or 4, then it started to kind of come together. But nothing like normal, that when you start to feel comfortable at kilometer 5 and really can start pushing. So that feeling never came. So it was kind of fighting against the kind of the hot feelings and all the dehydration feelings.
So after the bike, you were second athlete at the race, a little bit less than 3 minutes behind you. So at what point did you catch him?
I think it was somewhere kilometer 13 or 14, just before we completed or we came from the second loop back to the finish area. I must thank Juuso that he was actually there running really well in the front. So that was kind of keeping me pushing all the way. And of course all the amazing supporters along the course. I mean, there was no point where I could be kind of alone, start kind of or walking or take it easier. So all the way the supporters were cheering up. So I needed to push all the way, and that was the good thing that which pushed me all the way to the finish line. And Juuso did also great run and great race and competition.
What's your take-home message or learning from this race?
Well, as mentioned, this was really unique race from that point of view, that this was in the afternoon start, and we were starting the race in the hottest time of the day, and combining that to that the water was really warm, and we were using the wetsuit. So I think this was it was surprise to me that how much it will affect to the whole race if you even this was middle distance. If you get kind of heated too much already during the swim, it will affect to the whole race.
What's your next race?
Next race is the national champs on Olympic distance. That's after next week. So that will be draft legal. So need to tune my aero position on the road bike with clip-on bars. And then 2 weeks after that, it will be middle distance national champs in Turku, which is really fast course. It seems that the weather is continuing to keep the same as at the moment. So I think I need to take those lessons learned from Lahti to all of these other races, coming races.
Good luck for the coming races.
Thank you.